What's up, everybody? It's a Blue Drake, and today I am incredibly excited to finally have the opportunity and the honor to show you Infinity Battlescape, a game that has been in development for many, many years, and who I have been in contact with the development team for many months in order to show you this amazing game. Now, you might be asking, what is Infinity Battlescape? You maybe have seen a couple of the videos that I've put out about the iNove engine. You might have even seen a few videos about this game before. It was originally called Infinity: The Quest for Earth, but since the development team is small, and since they want to take things one step at a time, the project was scaled down, but it's still incredibly ambitious and incredibly amazing. And if you're convinced by what you see here, there will be a Kickstarter to help the game get to its final stages of development. You can follow the links in the video. I will list them as annotations in the top left-hand corner and the top right-hand corner. But we have a developer in Discord today, and after I show you some of the first most coolest, mind-blowing things about this game, we'll bring him on and we can ask him questions about the future of the game and, of course, its existing state and how to play. So we are in warp over a planet currently. A much larger planet that we cannot land on. And the most amazing thing about this game is that all of the planets are generated in real time. You can go from 1,000,000 miles away all up to the very surface of a lake with no loading screens and no loading time whatsoever. There are also rings that form around planets. There are stars, there are moons, everything that you can visit in real time with no loading screens, all in an open world. So today, we're going to try to break free of the orbit of this planet, and we're going to try to visit one of its moons. As you can see, we are flying a smaller class of ship, and you can see that one of its moons is behind us. So let's go visit that. It actually looks like one of the players is already come into the game. It's probably the developer we're going to be working with today. So before you ask, yes, this game will be multiplayer, and you will be able to play with your friends. So while we continue our journey, let's actually unmute on Discord here. Flavian, you still there?
I am, yes.
Are you in the game right now? Is that who I'm seeing on my heads-up display?
Yep, I am on the planet.
So go ahead and tell me, just give me the initial pitch for your game. What is Infinity Battlescape?
So in summary, this is a space sim which takes place in a huge, big, seamless solar system, which is entirely true to scale.
Gotcha.
Which means that so it's entirely multiplayer with up to many hundreds or thousands of players per server, and they are all fighting for controls of what we call battlescapes. So battlescapes are points of strategical interest in the solar system. For example, you could have a little asteroid with some mining installations, some factories on the surface of a planet, with little NPC ships flying around and collecting resources for your team. It's entirely team-based. At the moment, we are planning to make the gameplay asymmetrical with 3 corporations that are fighting each other. And so people are fighting for the control of all these battlescapes.
So you're going to have a large open world with hotspot points of interest for players to fight over. And
yeah, exactly. And so it will be a single solar system, but it will be a huge one. All the planets are entirely procedurally generated, so they are really true to scale. You can fly for hours or days if you want on them without meeting any player. But of course, all the players are going to concentrate and fight over all the points of interest.
And remind me again, how many players are going to be in a single server or instance of the game?
We don't know exactly yet, because this is dependent on our funding level and what kind of server we can acquire. But our current plan is at least to have multiple hundred players around a single Battlescape. Now there are multiple Battlescapes inside the solar system, which means that a single server could potentially host from, let's say, 500 to maybe 2,000 players at the same time. We don't know the exact limit yet.
So tell me, are we actually in orbit around a star right now? All these celestial bodies, are they actually still orbiting? Are they still moving as if they were an actual celestial body in a solar system around a star?
Not yet, no, not in this prototype. At some point we had the sun moving around, but we disabled that because practically for this prototype we ended up with some battlescapes, because we have a bunch of battlescapes to demonstrate in this prototype, which ended up very quickly in the night side of a planet. And so we were afraid that players would not find them.
Gotcha.
So
but that is something that is possible and possibly future planned?
Yes, this will depend exactly on our funding level. But this is something we would like to do, yes. All the planets would be along their orbit, and you could see easily a sunset or a sunrise on the planet.
Gotcha. So I think I'm coming up on you now. Are you in this canyon?
I am, yes. Okay. Where are you? Oh, I see you 30 kilometers away.
Yes.
I am in the canyon, yes.
Let's see if I can find you. So, are you going to be able to fly all the ships in the game, or are there going to be all sorts of different ships that you can upgrade and fly and buy? And
yes. So there will be multiple classes of ships, some of very small ships. Right now we are flying what is called a Helion, which is a Corvette class little ship. It's around 20 or 30 meters big. But there will be other class of ships. There will be interceptors, there will be bombers, and of course all these ships will have different roles. For example, interceptors will be here to protect other players who could be in capital ships. And bombers are there actually to destroy capital ships or ground turrets or defenses.
Gotcha. So, is there any combat for us to try out in this prototype?
You could shoot at me if you want.
No.
You can, yeah.
Here, let's. Can you see the cat in the cat icon in the ring?
To see what?
There's a. Oh well, no, he moved.
Oh yes, that's another player.
Oh really? Oh okay. So that's just about the scale of this. Like we're actually seeing a player from the ring, from the surface of the planet.
Yeah, so actually, if you select it with your HUD, you can see he's coming in our direction.
Oh really? Here,
yes.
Oh
it's
wow.
coming very fast, actually. Yeah.
Here, do me a favor.
Per second.
Let's see if we can fly towards the rings, and I'll stay in formation with you, just so we can showcase the scale of the game. And I'll try to stay next to you the entire time.
So I suggest first I will fly a little bit in this canyon, and then I will head for the ring.
Sure thing.
Okay, so you can try to follow me. Yeah. Okay. So tell me if I'm going too fast.
Oh, I'm on you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, hey, somebody is attacking us.
Oh.
Probably for the best. Oh yeah, it was that guy. All right, so how do I target this person?
You can select him with a T key.
T key, got it.
T as target.
Yeah, T is target this guy on your in your red.
All right, let's see if we can take this guy out. Oh, without killing myself first. Woo! Wow, I can't believe I just came from another planet and we're actually having a dogfight on the surface of this planet seamlessly. This is incredible.
Well, this is the whole concept of the game.
So tell me right now, this game is already blowing my mind. What are some stretch goals? Like what, if you all, I know your funding goal is 300,000. If you get more than that, what are some things that you can do with this game?
First, we want to add more ships. We want to add some atmospheric effects like volumetric clouds, some more vegetation, because as you can see on the ground currently, we have some crops, some little trees, but the density is not very high. So yeah, there is a whole bunch of stretch goals, and you will see more during our Kickstarter campaign.
Who's this other person who's joined us?
So this is one of our developers.
Gotcha. What's his name?
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh yeah, my name's Jan. I'm one of the artists.
Nice. Tell me right now, actually, how do I go up? How do I strafe up?
Default key is R. If you press enter, you get a key map.
I know, but I don't want to bring that up because I'm trying to kill you right now. So it's R, and then what's go down? Z, I imagine?
F.
F, R and F. Okay,
R
cool.
and F is strafe up and strafe down.
This is so incredible. I'm so happy I finally get to play this after so many years, and it's just as amazing as I thought it would be. Can we talk about how I'm winning right now?
There is no way to see your opponent's status yet.
Oh yeah, but I know I've hit him more than he's hit me.
I'm at 50% at the moment.
Damn straight you are. Oh, that's my buddy. So what about capital ships? I'm going to assume it's probably not possible to fly capital ships with the current state of funding?
Not in this prototype, but this is planned for the base goal for the Kickstarter.
No!
Yeah, we want to have some form of capital ships, but we're not entirely sure how to control them yet.
Gotcha.
Because like a cockpit control is kind of strange for capital ships. We might do more of a RTS system, sort of like Homeworld maybe, or Jupiter Nexus Incident.
Man, I love the way the flight feels. How are you not dead yet? Come on! Oh. Help me out here, Flavian.
Yeah, I am trying to help you, but it's good.
Alright, I got him.
Oh shit. I'm losing power.
Yes! Destroyed, my friend.
I crashed.
Dead.
Connection lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure? I think, yeah, sure. Sure is just connection lost, I think we kicked your butt.
Error. We introduced a new crash bug in the latest build.
Alright, Flavian, take me to the rings.
Okay, let's go. First follow me through the canyon a little bit.
Sure.
Let me just reconnect.
So what's
rings, though. Don't fly too fast or you'll hit an asteroid and die.
Yeah. So what's very interesting is that everything is procedurally generated, which means that the planet is really true to scale, and currently I am flying in an area where I have never seen. Like, you can literally go anywhere on the planet and you will discover new landscapes. You still following me?
Yes, I am.
Okay, good. Okay, so let's get to the rings. So there is one Battlescape in the ring. I will try to go there. Where is it?
I think I see it on the HUD. I'll just follow wherever you go.
Alright, so you see the direction where I am shooting at?
Yes.
Around the horizon, so this is where we will be going.
Okay.
When you are in warp mode, you can use the mouse wheel to change your warp speed. So
Gotcha.
once you arrive near this battlescape, you should slow down your warp speed.
Gotcha. I'm on you.
So I am first taking a bit of altitude in order to engage my warp.
Got it.
You can use the left control button.
To look around.
If you press on hold it, you can look around your cockpit, yes.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm on that.
And then you can double tap also the left control key to automatically recenter your view.
Gotcha.
And with F1 and F2, you can cycle through different views. You have a third-person view.
Gotcha.
Alright, so I am ready to engage warp.
Roger, I'm ready as well. Tell me when you're going.
I am starting now. Currently, we do not have a good warp effect.
Oh, it looks good enough for me.
Yeah, but we want to do something a bit more visually impressive.
Gotcha.
Alright, I am accelerating, getting some speed.
Same. Can't believe I'm leaving a planet's atmosphere right now. This is insane. The word unprecedented comes to mind.
Alright, you should slow down a little bit now to not overshoot the target.
Gotcha.
And slow down slowly but surely. And we are arriving at an asteroid base.
Look at that.
Alright, I'm out of warp.
Me too. God, it's insane.
And then you can use your turbo key to slow down more quickly. Especially if you are about to hit...
Yeah, I'm here. Wow. How incredible is that?
I think I've lost you. Where are you?
No, I'm here. I'm looking at the asteroid. I'm slowing down.
Alright.
I'm en route to the asteroid now.
I'm picking.
You can also press and hold the Z key. This will toggle zoom. So you can look around the cockpit and zoom at stuff.
I didn't see that. That's nice. Alright, so we're at the Battlescape. Could we actually attack these? What are these? Just,
So there is a bunch of NPC ships flying around. At the moment they are just following a predetermined path and they are indestructible.
Gotcha.
But they are here to showcase basically what a battlescape is. So there will be a bunch of NPC ships flying around and players will be able to attack them or to protect them. And these NPC ships are collecting resources for your team. And with these resources...
so this game is gonna actually have like kind of a large meta game where the teams are gonna actually have to capture points in order to gain resources and kind of fund their army.
Yeah, exactly. And with these resources, the players are able to acquire better ships, better weapons, and to get access to.
So this is going to be like
ships.
kind of like PlanetSide 2 gameplay style in space.
Yes, a bit like that. Yes.
That's incredible.
Core gameplay is somewhat similar, but like land side too has different classes and all these different kind of vehicles.
So as opposed to it being like you're one person and you're in kind of like this giant world, you're actually going to be more part of like a team. So it's going to be less about the personal like RPG experience and more about like actually having team-based battles and whatnot.
Yeah,
that sounds good to me.
The 1-versus-1 duels are kind of difficult at the moment due to the Newtonian physics. They are.
This is incredible. I can't believe I just landed on this platform without a single loading screen or anything. Yeah, that's very cool.
But all of this gameplay is optional. Like players who don't like fighting, they can simply be scouting for their team, for example.
Yeah.
Because we also have, well, we haven't really explained that yet, but we also have stealth on energy detection system. So, for example, sometimes in your HUD you can see some targets that are blinking. These are targets that are too far away or that are currently invisible to you.
Gotcha.
And so, for example, let's say I am flying and I am hiding behind an asteroid. You will no longer be detecting me, which means that scouting is particularly important. So some players could simply be flying around and scouting for their team, you know, figuring out where the enemy players are, or simply flying around and exploring the planets. We will also have.
So there is stealth gameplay and whatnot. So tell me something about the ships. How much are you going to be able to customize your ships? Is there any ship customizability?
Yes. So there will be multiple skins. Of course, there will be you will be able to completely customize all the hard points on your ship. So different ships will have different hard points, and you will have a screen menu where you can select which kind of weapons you want to fit in your ship.
So
on different classes. Yes.
We're not entirely sure how to do that yet because if you've played MechWarrior Online, it's very, very customizable. But the downside is that it takes a day for the people online to calculate the most optimal builds.
That's true. So you don't want to have it be something where you want people to be more in the game and actually playing and dogfighting and tinkering.
Meaningful choice instead of just put large lasers on everything and enough heat sinks and have fun.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
MechWarrior has a huge problem with weapon balance. Like a lot of mechs are useless.
Yeah. So tell me, so there's 2 planets here. Are there any more planets that I'm not seeing?
There are 3 planets. No. The gas giant, the Earth-like, and the volcanic planet.
Oh, show me the volcanic planet. Let's fly to that.
Okay, so yeah.
No, I have not.
I think that's the coolest one we have.
Where I am shooting out.
Got it. I see it. All right, let's do it.
So let's go there. Yeah, we will cross the rings.
Watch out for the asteroids and the rings.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, try not to.
This is incredible. I can't believe you guys have been building this in secret. Well, not even, I guess, in secret. This game is going to just completely shatter everything. You know that, right?
Well,
we are cautiously optimistic.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it.
You can be cautiously optimistic all day. I'm recklessly optimistic. Is that a thing?
I guess we just have to hope that everybody else has the same level of enthusiasm.
Damn you, energy charge, so I can make the warp. There we go. Do it.
If you press the V key, you can switch between power modes, and if you switch to weapon mode, it will recharge your energy faster.
Gotcha. Oh wow.
If you switch to the repair mode, you will slowly repair damage.
So we are heading for a factory on the surface of the volcanic moon. So try to follow me. This is the octagonal shape you can see blinking on your HUD.
Yeah, I can see it.
So this is the area where we are going to land.
I'm trying not to spend this whole video just being completely mind blown at how amazing this is, but it's really hard to not be. Like if this doesn't completely floor every single person in the entire face of this planet, not the digital planet, like Earth, like our real world, then I will be very surprised. Surprise!
All right, I am arriving at the factory.
Got it. All right, I'm coming into the atmosphere. The level of detail is so great. I know you said that it's not in your initial development plan, but I have a feeling that if you wanted to include like infantry gameplay and whatnot, you absolutely could pretty easily.
Yeah, but we are trying to stay away from.
Oh, I know. I know. Exactly, and I respect that. I know that you guys are trying to maintain a small, more achievable ambition, which is entirely respectable. But the fact that like the netcode is working on this massive scale so flawlessly, I don't think a game has ever been able to pull this off before.
Well, there are only
not
like
at this
3
way.
people online.
All right, let's see.
I guess if we get a few hundred people in the same area, we might run into issues.
But it's scalable. I mean, if you had a few hundred people in the same area, you'd probably have to have a server capable of handling that. But if you have a server capable of handling that, then you're good to go. So I'm gonna assume this factory is missing textures.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
It's just a placeholder at the moment.
All right.
Yeah, this is just to like a proof of concept.
Well, let's take a look here.
Yeah. Actually, Jan is the one who modeled it.
Incredible. Incredible. I just want to say, by the way, thanks so much for letting me showcase this. I'm so just honored, and I'm so happy to finally be in this game and show this to all my fans. Everybody is going to be so appreciative of having this opportunity to finally see this up close and personal.
We're very happy that we're actually in a stage where we can show it to people.
Oh yeah, no, I bet. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible.
If you want, you can land on the landing pads.
Absolutely, yeah, no.
Yeah, because
it's so cool that the landing, there's no cutscene, there's no nothing. Like the game is so detailed, you can actually just straight up land on a freaking planet. Oh gosh, and I hit you.
Oh, so you see, this is another example of a Battlescape, and people who are spawning will spawn around this area.
Gotcha. I just hit him when I was landing, and I think my ship is now destroyed, but I'm not sure. It just powered off, that's for sure. Oh, there we go. Now it's back on.
Power back on.
Okay. Is there a way to heal my ship?
Yeah, press B. You can cycle to a repair mode.
Ah, there we go. This is incredible. Seriously, the fact that I just landed. Oh my gosh, this is incredible. How are you guys not blown away by this as much as I am? Like, I feel like if I was developing your game, I would be so cocky. I would be like, yeah, this is the best game in the entire world. Like, there's nothing, like, there's nothing that's ever pulled off something like this with this kind of stability and this kind of scale. Like, maybe there's games that have tried to do it and it's been kind of like buggy and had problems, but the fact that I'm able to stay in formation with you guys all the way from a ring on another planet all the way up to a landing pad on another planet millions of miles away, that's insane. That's never been done before. Sorry, not to,
this is
not
why
to boost your ego, I guess, but
a lot of time to develop. Yes.
Yeah, this is incredible, and it's paid off. It's absolutely paid off.
Well, other games have done this, like 20 years ago, you had Elite, the really old ones. They had
but not with this kind of detail, not with this kind of. I guess Elite kind of paved the technological fundamentals, but to take it to this kind of level, this kind of beauty, is still, I don't know, it blows my mind, that's for sure. Sorry, not to downplay anything. This is insane. This is insane. So actually, yeah, tell me a little bit more about the technology. I have a pretty good idea, but I want to hear it directly from you all, and I'm sure you guys, my audience, wants to hear from the developers as well. Tell me why you're able to achieve this great scale at this kind of performance.
Well, the first reason is because we have been building our own 3D engine. Because originally, when I started the project, many years ago, there was no Unreal Engine or Unity or CryEngine. And these engines are not able to do planets at real scale. So I have been developing. I started to develop my own 3D engine to do this kind of.
So this is your own in-house engine made entirely from scratch by you guys.
Yeah, exactly, yes. And this is the reason why it has taken us a lot of time to develop.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Should you try to follow me? We will fly through the canyons of lava.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
So this is pretty interesting for gameplay reasons because enemy players could be attacking this factory by following, for example, these lava canyons, and they would get completely undetected by the.
So you can actually use the lava canyons in order to mask your heat signature?
Yes, exactly.
It's awesome.
So it's not just, you know, points of interest on a planet, it's really all the environment, which can be useful for gameplay reasons. On some planets will have different atmospheric capabilities, like some planets will have a stronger wind, other planets could have, you know, a lot of clouds, or you could be, you know, in the atmosphere of a gas giant, and you would have all these crazy clouds, and maybe some lightning that could hit your ship.
So all of the environmental aspects actually have gameplay implications as well.
It's not just pretty planets just being there as a backdrop. It's really there for having gameplay reasons. Now, of course, the planets being true to scale, there is a lot of areas on the planets which have no gameplay value. But people could be simply exploring. You know, people who don't want really to participate in the multiplayer could simply be flying around.
Gotcha. This is mind-blowing. So tell me more about, you said you didn't want to use CryEngine because it's not capable of creating planets on this scale. Tell me why, a little bit more on other engines and their limitations and what you think this engine does that other engines can't do specifically.
Well, the first and most important thing is handling a huge universe. Like other engines, for example, the Unreal Engine is specifically designed for relatively little maps.
Gotcha.
And you know, most games actually done in the Unreal Engine are first-person shooter. That's for a reason. Now, I'm not saying you cannot do any other kind of games in Unreal Engine. It's actually very possible.
Yeah.
But you have to really modify the engine to be able to do that.
Gotcha.
And even recently, you know, Unreal Engine has released some of their technology for bigger terrains.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, they can handle a couple
Not
hundred
something like
kilometers
this.
of terrain. Not something that is at the scale of an entire solar system.
See, that's the other thing is people don't understand. Like I follow projects like this. I follow things that you do, and people are still so sold on other engines like CryEngine and stuff like that, creating worlds like this when there are projects like yours doing amazing things that I just don't think people are aware of. I wish more people could be more aware of development projects like this to showcase other alternatives to CryEngine and Unreal and stuff, and to show what's possible from a development studio creating their own engine from scratch like this. Like, this is incredible. I think if people had known about this 3 years ago, oh my, if this Kickstarter had only happened 3 years ago. But I understand you guys need time. Yeah,
we are not ready to launch 3 years ago, unfortunately.
But it's good to finally be at a point where I can finally show people and be like, look at all the other things that you weren't aware of. It's so incredible. God, I'm like euphoric right now. I'm serious, it's crazy. Awesome. Well, I guess that's pretty much everything to showcase in the demo build. Is there anything else that you want to show me?
That's... Oh yeah, have you seen the space station debris field?
No, I have not. Let's go to the space station debris field.
Oh, so it's in the rings also. So follow me. We will fly to the rings again.
Sure thing.
Damn, where are the rings?
They're on the different planet.
Oh, that I know, but where is the other planet? I don't see it anymore.
How many developers do you have in your studio right now?
Well, we don't have a studio. We're all over the world.
Gotcha. So you haven't even gotten enough funding to actually conglomerate all your resources yet.
No,
Yeah,
actually, we haven't got any funding at all. We developed all of that in our with our own budget.
That's crazy. So this is all something that you guys created with absolutely no funding out of your own spare time.
Yes, exactly.
Imagine what they could have done with $100 million. Just saying. Just make another total rant about that. I hope everybody who disliked my Star Citizen rant video watches this video, because this is exactly what I said. There are other projects that they're doing this in their spare time. They don't have the budget
in this direction.
in order to advertise
it was
their
hidden
product.
under the horizon of the volcanic moon.
And even though like things like this are being developed under the table that are completely just unprecedented and mind-blowing, and if only they had the budget that other studios had. Yeah, I'm warping now. If only they had the budget that other studios had. Imagine if these guys in their spare time created something like this. Imagine what they could have done with $100 million. Imagine. It's just, I think so many people just don't understand. I have so many people whenever I bring up any criticism of other games and stuff like that, and I'm like, look, I think there's other studios that could have used that kind of funding much more, and they would have been able to do a lot more with it. And I get so much hate, and then I get to show people stuff like this. And I know not very many people, like, it's gonna be a shame if, again, I've done videos on the iNove engine, I've done videos on other engines, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Like, and it's and everybody is just so tunnel visioned on other games that are nowhere near as ambitious. And I mean, well, I guess ambition and the achievements of the games are completely different. I guess other games are ambitious, but to execute it this elegantly, this amazingly, why don't these guys have every penny like that? God, imagine. Is this the, let's see, where are we headed? I think I see it.
It's near the outer rings. It should blink red. It should have a red icon for you guys, because I'm on the other team, I think.
Alright, I'm coming up on it. I'm where you guys are now. Nice. Very pretty. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh.
Oh, you overshoot.
You barely made it.
Very close to hitting that.
Yeah, if you use the direction icon, you can do some pretty crazy navigation.
Yeah. Oh, I love your navigation. Like, the ability to pilot your ship feels really cool. Kind of Battlestar Galactica-esque, because playing Elite Dangerous, it feels kind of, you feel kind of limited. Like, you can't really make some crazy maneuvers, but this feels more like a flight simulator. Like, it feels like you could get really good at this and have your skill shine through when dogfighting.
Doesn't Elite Dangerous also use the full Newtonian motion? Like
It does, but you have limited amounts of speed, and the Newtonian motion doesn't work as well when dogfighting. Like, it's just there's even with Newtonian physics, there's only so fast you can go. There's a lot of other limiting factors which keep you from using that in any real like advantageous way.
Yeah, I guess max speed limit would remove some of the crazy possibilities with full Newtonian motion.
Because if you're like strafing left and you want to go forward, it's going to take away different, you know, different aspects of being able to dogfight and whatnot. Not to mention Elite Dangerous doesn't have as nearly the fact that you guys have full planets like this and stuff like that. It's Elite Dangerous doesn't have as much to navigate through, and it has a lot of instanced worlds and sections and stuff like that, whereas opposed to your game, which is all just one single world, one single seamless real-time world, and you can like go, you can warp from like a station down to a ring to a planet, and using that from a combat standpoint is a lot more interesting than like warping into little instanced sections, which are kind of like they're tiny little levels. I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? Have you played Elite?
Yeah.
No, not yet. I don't really
Elite essentially has like a tiered system where, like, let's say, so this station right here, right? If we were flying around earlier and we came up to this station, we would come up and there would be a thing, there would be like a prompt, and it would be like, do you want to enter the station zone? And you would press yes, and then it would load in. It would essentially like quote unquote warp, but in reality it's just loading you into kind of like a new level or a new map, and it would load you into the station level. Whereas your game, it's all literally one single seamless physical body, which is infinitely impressive, and I think what people have wanted for forever.
If you follow us, you can
shoot at this little escort thing. Escort, and by escort you mean shoot at it a whole bunch.
It won't die, but you can shoot at it if you want.
So from a gameplay standpoint, are you guys going to have it so having NPC ships like this that are transporting goods and stuff like that, defending those, destroying those, are those going to have implications on gameplay?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, of course.
Okay, cool. Are you going to be able to fly these kind of ships? I'm going to say not for this build.
Not in the prototype, but yes, it will be a base goal of the game. We will have capital ships for players.
I think that the playable capital ships will be the combat ships.
Gotcha.
Because those are more interesting. Like just flying a hauler. You know, I know people like space trucking.
Yeah.
But that's kind of out of our scope.
Gotcha. But it could be. I mean, the point, like, if you guys actually had the funding, you could do anything at this point. I mean, sorry,
yes,
I'm gonna be.
Yeah. We are, as you said, we are cautiously optimistic. Like, we are not expecting to make millions and millions of dollars. So realistically, I do not think we will have the budget to do all these crazy things. But maybe we will be pleasantly surprised. I don't know.
I hope you will be. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure that you will be.
Thank you.
Oh, I like how the NPC ship is actually using Newtonian physics. Oh, that's weird. So wait, okay, so all these ships, are all these ships actually flying using the physics system in game?
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah, so wait. So this isn't like an AI that's on like some kind of like path or anything. It's actually using its thrusters in order to maneuver. Because I just saw it. It got up to speed and then it shut off its rear engines, which means it's using its inertial movement in order to finish its traveling. Is that so? So this is actually. Well, this isn't like an on-rails ship. It's actually using physics right now.
No, technically the way it is implemented right now, it is on rails.
Oh, okay.
But it's still Newtonian. So I mean, this ship was really flying with Newtonian physics. You cannot alter its course.
Gotcha.
Right now, I'm speaking just for the prototype.
Yeah, but every ship is going to have Newtonian motion.
Oh yes, of course. Yeah, for the final game, we are doing everything with Newtonian physics.
Where you'll get the atmospheric flight model.
Oh yeah, so you're gonna have atmospheric flight and. Yeah, because I already felt that when you go into the atmosphere now, your flight model changes already. Isn't that true?
Yeah,
yeah, it does. Yes.
Like if you fly too fast, you'll notice that it will be very difficult to actually turn.
Yeah, there is
drag
a friction, there is drag, lift. So it depends also on the shape of your ship. Some ships will be flyable more easily in atmospheres, others not so much. So it will really depend on the kind of ship you have.
Wow, amazing. Okay, well, I think that's everything, unless there's anything else you guys want to show me. I know I'm going to be doing a live stream of this tomorrow, that's for sure. And the Kickstarter goes live. It will be live right now for this video, so make sure everybody goes checks that out. This game is incredible. It deserves your support. And I seriously think this is probably going to be one of the biggest titles, most ambitious, most cutting-edge titles of this year, if not the decade.
At the moment.
Say what?
I think Star Citizen is still more ambitious. Like we have a
that's true. I guess so. I was saying this earlier. I guess there's a difference between ambition and execution. But in terms of execution, I think a lot of us would agree that this is. I don't think. Not to make this into a Infinity versus Star Citizen video, but
we have to be very careful.
Yeah, I think that's a bad comparison. We are not playing in the same category. Star Citizen is a AAA title, while we are not just at this level.
Star Citizen is it's a different game. Like we're both in space, but we are two different games. Star Citizen is going for a much different experience than we are.
Well, I like this experience.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna be the super biased guy just for you, so you don't have to be. This is incredible. All right, well, thanks so much for walking me through. This is really mind-blowing, really incredible. I'm so happy that I finally get my hands on this. And I guess any last words from anybody?
No, just support us on Kickstarter if you can.
Thank you for showcasing us, because it's been very difficult to find people.
Thank you for that makes no sense to me. In fact, that's so it's funny. I find so many games like yours, and I work so hard to like actually find them and showcase them and give them the coverage they need. And when that happens, it's like, why do I have to do that? I don't understand why every YouTuber in the entire world is not like jumping on you as much as they possibly can. It's a privilege to help you, and I'm so happy to actually be here. So thank you just as much for letting me take a part of this.
We do have the vaporware title we have to fight against.
That's true. That's true. This is not vaporware anymore. It is not. This is the opposite of vaporware. Non-vaporware confirmed. Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. All right. Well, that is enough for today. Thank you so much for watching. This blows my mind. I'm sorry. I am incredibly biased. So anybody who's watching this who's like a big fan of Star Citizen or other stuff, I'm totally gonna like pop a shot at those every so often. I'm incredibly biased, but it's hard not to be. I'm so sorry, but like working with these guys, working with all these different development studios doing these amazing things, it is so hard not to be biased. Look at that. Look at that. That's incredible. I don't want to be cheesy, but how can you not be? How can you not be? I could fly right down to that right now. I could go from here straight to that canyon. That's incredible. Okay, sorry. So links will be in the video. I don't know why I don't know why I have to work so hard to get these games the coverage that they deserve so much 50 times over. But if you want to help me out, if you want to help them out, remember to subscribe. I work very hard trying to find games that are really just on the cutting edge. Hopefully this video is going to get every YouTuber in the world to showcase this game, but just remember that that they probably heard from it from Blue Drake 42, so this is the point of inception. So if you want to help me continue finding these amazing games, if you want to help me continue supporting these amazing games and helping you support the developers who need it the most and where your support is going to be the most effective, please drop a subscription, maybe even a share, get a couple friends. The more subscribers I have, the more views I get, the easier it is for me to find games like this, and the more effective my promotion and my support is whenever I find them. And I want to be the guy that finds a game like this and makes one video and makes it the most successful game in the world, because this game needs to be. This is what the future should be. But yeah, all right, thank you so much. I'm looking forward to live streaming and showcasing this game even more. This has been Blue Drake 42, and until next time, I love you. Peace.